You are a slot machine that pays you a feature, you lose all your money, and then at the very end, you pay another feature and you walk away. Baby dolls, welcome to Juicy Crypto News. Bitcoin's price is still around the same zone, $42,000, $43,000, $44,000. It looks like it might gear up for one last euphoric gasp. Now, I hope in this euphoric gasp, it doesn't actually crash, because if it doesn't crash, we still get to see more altcoins catch up. But we're going to speak more about that shortly, because when it comes to the altcoins, there's a very big discrepancy in crypto. What was the real top? Was it Dogecoin mania in May 2021, or was it the Bitcoin 69K top in November, because we were running on fumes? Now, why that's important is, if the real top was the earlier one, it means we have paid a lot more time currency to the market and we've rinsed a lot of weak hands. But if the real top ends up being November, unfortunately, from 2021, we got some pain to go. We still have all of 2024 to go before it starts to like really tickle your fancies right now. Now, of course, you're probably watching a lot of things rally right now. You're like, oh, what happened in my bags? Yeah, but friends, you've got to remember, if you just been watching my videos, every 3 months, something pops. Something pops that nobody was talking about before. And because the main core coin there pops, people rush in to just go Degen, throw their money around. But let me tell you something, okay? If all of those times that something popped, people were making money by buying all these tops and trading around, they would not even need to be participating in the stuff now. Okay, so you can just speak to all your friends. Go check around the Telegrams. It's the same people gambling the same stuff. I remember people talking about the Coinbase meme coins. I remember before that it was Arbitrum. I remember there was even something to do with Cosmos, different ecosystems. Hell, even people participating in Pulse Chain and yield farming at the start. You can see how everybody is just a locust. They're just moving around. They don't know where to go, okay? Now, the thing is funny. They do make money. But what's the catchy? The catch is when you see a big move, like something went up like 15x, they're not doing what we would do, which is buy the low, hold, and just let it go the whole way. They don't do that. If they are able to do that, it's with lottery ticket money. And who cares? I mean, like, yeah, if they got a 100 grand portfolio, sweet. You know, they're $700, did a 10x, which is nice. But then that's it. Then they go around to playing with other parts of their portfolio. And they're basically spinning their wheels over and over again. This is what's happened in every cycle, especially this happened last cycle. People just moving around. They're watching all the crypto YouTuber channels. 1 week, 1 month, it was like Binance. And then 2 weeks later, it was Cardano. And then people started looking at Polkadot launches. All these things were just moving left and right, but never in sync, right? Never in sync. Everything would just take turns moving here and there. And people just kept moving left and right, left and right, left and right. And they had absolutely no idea what to do. If you go back to 2020 and 2021, what's the solution? It was take concentrated bets, go super freaking mega hard, and be done with it, okay? Because I promise you right now, friends, just remember, Bitcoin did a 20x from the low to the high. Ethereum did a 50x. How many people do you know around you who are 50 times richer from 2020? 50 times. How many people, right? Actually look around, okay? I'm not asking you, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about like the average person out there. Clearly, 95% of people are absolutely freaking decimated from that time, not 50x higher, okay? So that's to tell you that even though there's volatility of a blue chip or something going up and the whole industry rising, doesn't mean people book their profits. And you know, they can't. Mathematically, they can't because of liquidity and how thin everything is. So right now, of course, we're still in that little red candle zone of Bitcoin. The weekly super trend is still green. But we could get something like this. You see how we just go sideways here? Now, in this comes Altseason. All right. Now, we don't really know. Are we looking at it right now, fans? I'm not joking. It could just have been it, right? Solana, AVAX, and the BONK, right? That's basically it. It could literally be done. And I know it's frustrating for a lot of people because they're like, how can it be done when only these tiny things started moving? Welcome to markets. Welcome to crypto, fans. This is it. Most of the time, it's random, but I just want to tell you something. From history, from the stats, when does everybody win? Okay, everybody wins when Bitcoin's at a new all-time high. So that's Bitcoin 69,000, okay? Until we get there, you're going to see pockets of people being winning with everybody else staying wrecked, okay? That's why it's super important we get above that all-time high. As soon as that happens, that's when the actual real mania occurs. Now, there was winning season here, but this was DeFi. This was DeFi 2020. So we're all hoping in the Bitcoin halving year, the Bitcoin halving is this vertical line. We're hoping that we're able to participate in something there. Now, friends, of course, I'm just going to pump for you some very nice, gentle pumping music. You're just going to prepare for the worst, okay? Market's going to kick you in the nuts. It's not so nice all the time, okay? So firstly, okay, you see the bubbles, friends? If you're in BONK, keep trimming your profits. Don't listen to anybody. Keep trimming it out. Every time you say trim, yeah, shave off 5, shave off 10, shave off 15, 20, whatever it is. Just trim, okay? Don't believe any of these people. It's all a bunch of BS, okay? Because I'm telling you now, not even telling you, you know this, friends. You know this. They're all liars. It's all weak hands, okay? I'm literally on Twitter. See, I love saying this because I hope it's a clear signal for our bags when the time is right, okay? So for the majority of our bags or the whole market. So right now, people are literally saying, stop applying your stupid fundamentals to BONK, right? We know it's a meme coin. We're buying it because it's a meme coin. Nothing matters at this point. And people are bragging and talking about this. And this is like an enormous show of confidence, okay? So this is the good signal, right, from the universe and from the market. So maybe one day, people are going to say that about Bitcoin again, right? That's when we know, the market's like super hot and heavy, all right? So at the end of the day, you just got to be careful when it comes to these. Now, you already know, friends, see, it's always the outside thing that you're not in that ends up going big. Why? Because nobody's in it, okay? So we can all see this. Now, this is the super controversial thing. This is what I want to show you, okay? Which one is the real top? So what I'm going to do is actually going to show you where we're coming from, okay? So if you look at others, okay, so if you go type in TradingView, look at others. Others is the crypto outside of the top 10, okay? So it removes Bitcoin, removes Ethereum, removes USDT Tether. It's a really, really cool chart to see. This is the altcoin market, okay? This is what you really want to see. So others, if you type it, what I've done is I want to see, so this is the previous bear market, okay, 2018, 19, 20. This is the length of time we needed to actually rinse. So you want to check which one is the real top, okay? So if you use Dogecoin Mania as the real top, then, and you basically look at the time fractal, you go, oh my gosh, we are about to kill it. We're literally just going to go up only, and this is breaking the all-time high up here, okay? So, but I'm just going to tell you, that to me feels like a bit of copium and hopium. Because, okay, why? We are using Dogecoin Mania. Yes, that was the retail peak mania center. We know that. Unfortunately, though, Bitcoin bottomed out based off its November high. All right. So if we go back and check here, what did the Bitcoin price action, the 12 months post the top do, right? FTX collapsed, happened literally 12 months after this top, which we have right here, bang, okay? You have it right here, FTX collapse. So if FTX collapsed here, you know that what does the market really feel that the Bitcoin top was? I don't know. When I'm saying this, I know this is a kick in the nuts, but it's harsh, okay? Effectively, what it's basically saying is 6 months from May 2021 to December 2021, it was a waste of your life. Okay, yeah, it was actually a real waste of your life, like a legitimate, friends. The market gives you no benefit for it. It gives you no currency for it. You literally wasted every single day of your life there holding onto markets here, and we got nothing out of it. The market is not going to give you any grace, any nice period, any type of like early recovery to justify it. As you can see, we are running right on schedule with the 4-year cycle so far, okay? But, you know, when it comes to that, if you plant it out here, if you plant this fractal out here and you look at it, you'll be able to see where we are now. It's funny enough, friends. This is, you see this yellow line here? This is the zombie virus right here. So where we are right now, we are the equivalent of December 2019 running into January, February, and then here comes March, bang. Okay, this was generational buying opportunity. Now, of course, please, when you see this, I'm not saying a zombie virus is coming. I'm not even saying that the price action is going to go as deep, but I'm just telling you, it's a sign, okay, there's another hope and disbelief rinse coming to make people quit again. Funny enough, that was the second last one. Okay, that was the second last one, friend. So we might be now doing the fourth hope and disbelief rinse. Then we have the Bitcoin halvening, and then there's one more. But I'm going to show you what it is, okay? This hope and disbelief rinse. So if we come up here and we screw around, so it doesn't have to follow the line exactly, but just to tell you, something is going to happen soon, all right? I know, I'm hoping, right, we run ahead of schedule, and then we can smack back down later, okay? This is what we're praying. Now, there is another hope and disbelief rinsing, and it's actually right here. You see this, friends? Now, this chart looks weird, but this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin basically went up to like 10K here, hit to 12, comes back down to 9, okay, around here, and then everybody thought it was over, and then it continued up, okay? So that's what this is only. That's the final hope and disbelief rinse, hope and disbelief right there. And that is a big one after the Bitcoin halvening. Bitcoin halvening is next year, April, okay? So maybe we're having like a little bit of a pop right now, and then next year's going to be a big one. Now, see, I've seen a lot of people, they're very scared and nervous about, Solana ecosystem, I should have got on those meme coins, etc. Don't worry about them, friends. If you go back to the previous cycles, the things that you thought were going to be relevant and moving in 2020, guess what? You had no clue from 2019, okay? All the biggest opportunities came in the Bitcoin halvening year. They actually came after the Bitcoin halvening. Now, we're trying to front run them. Maybe they come around the Bitcoin halvening this time, or just before. We're starting to see a few things now, but you'll be able to tell, friends. Next year, I'll be making videos saying, oh, golly gee, these teams suddenly found the change of heart after not being active for 2 years. All right, 2022 and 2023, no updates. And now 2024 arises, suddenly big updates, big website changes, a logo change. They're going to migrate the token now. They're going to, add in more features. Maybe we see things like PulseX limit orders. You start to see all these because everyone knows, man. Everyone knows the Bitcoin halvening year, okay, is something special. Okay, the Degens come back. Now, how high we go in the magnitude, that's a different story. So if we go back to this others, let's actually look at the time. So what are we actually expecting here, right? So what are we actually expecting? So let's say this was the top. I'm going to use the conservative one for us. So this is like the worst case. The worst case, friends, is it won't actually start getting exciting until literally, you see this period? Let's just say November to December next year. That's why I'm here to help and protect you. Okay, friends, you're going to let your emotions get really hopeful. You're going to be listening. You're watching the same influencers I watch on YouTube. You're going to hear them. They're going to say Bitcoin going 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K. They're going to be saying the best is yet to come. All these things, you're going to make so much money. They're just going to be telling you all these things, friends. They're just feeding you dopamine. It's a strategy. They feed you dopamine. They fluff you up. And then they say, hey, sign up to my leverage trading. Or, hey, sign up to my course program. Or, hey, buy this indicator. It's a strategy, man. This is the marketing. This is the sales. This is some sales tactics 101, okay? Feed them some dopamine and go, oh, golly, gee, just do this, do that. Okay, now, I don't really care about that game because there are 500 plus signals saying to me, the people who play that game this time, you're not going to be as rescued as people were in 2021 and 2020, all right? You aren't, because we've got a bigger user base now. And the gamble arena is huge now, as you can tell, friends, as you can tell. See, when Solana goes up, for example, when Solana went up and AVAX a bit, people are not saying, oh, let me go look at the other layer 1 chains and see what's undervalued. Have you noticed that? They're not doing that. What they do is the meme coin scammers go onto Solana and AVAX and they go, sweet, let's just start launching meme coins and just take everybody's money and rug everyone. That's what they do instead. Now, this is a symptom of a very sick patient. All right. Now, I don't mean as a real joke. I mean as this is a siren. This is like a call telling you, hey man, this is really bad. This is like end of times bad. This is what happens before the big destructions. Now, I hope crypto has rinsed enough people that we don't really feel it. But this is like a siren for the economy, for how everything's going. We're trading attention. Literally no fundamentals. Makes no sense, right? So over time, we're still trading attention. Okay, now maybe things turn around next year, but you can already tell what it's like. We already saw it this year when it came to Pepe and the Ethereum meme coins. Now they're on the Solana meme coins. If these are the things that keep attracting people, what you end up having is a casino of full-on weak hands. No strength whatsoever. Okay, now this becomes really dangerous, friends. This is how dangerous bubbles form. Okay, you know, in the US Fed, in the economy, you have the government to clamp down on regulation, and you also have the US Fed like threatening rate hikes and stuff like that to kind of try to prick these bubbles. But in crypto, it's wild, wild west. Okay, so we don't have that. It's literally up to the free market all the time. And that is good, but it's also bad. Okay, it's good if you're in early and you're one of the insiders, you have to dump on everyone, okay, which is what they do. But it's bad for all the rest of the people, okay, because you got to think about it now. When you have more of these meme coin type of people punting over and over and over again, the people that come in, okay, retailers, construction workers, nurses, teachers who come in for a punt, okay, the last thing they're going to be doing is going like, look at the daily active users of this chain, or I wonder how much money is locked up in Aave. They're not saying that whatsoever, okay, which means they're throwing in gamble mindset, gamble money straight into gambles faster and faster. Okay, this thing used to be late stage crypto. It would be, okay, let's get the serious people in first in Bitcoin, then a bit of the larger caps, okay, that flow starts moving. And then after everybody's super mega rich, then we'll throw money in absolute speculation, okay? We're not doing that anymore. It's fast-tracked, friends. That's why it's dangerous. Now, it's just Bitcoin recovers, straight to dog poop. Straight. There's like a streamline. And you notice they just skip everything else. I noticed this started happening last cycle in 2021, but this is what's been continuing right now. So looking at the total crypto market cap, bro, so that others, it really tells you what we're in for. How much more time to go? Of course, everyone's going to be saying, this is it, this is it, this is it. But I just want us to be prepared, man. Look, if we are going to be lucky, okay, if this is lucky, friends, and we run on schedule, now this is still possible, okay? What I'm showing you right now is still possible, where we run early, okay? We actually run early or something, okay? But what ends up happening is we get a double bubble alt season. So we have maybe, this is just guessing, friends, maybe altcoins run up. Remember, Bitcoin hasn't broken the all-time high. And then now this is the end of 2024. Maybe the end of 2024, Bitcoin breaks the high and we have another one up. But I want you to know, if this happens, okay, we are running ahead of schedule and we've been gifted. Okay, it's been a blessing from the market gods, because look at this. Okay, you go back in history. Bitcoin was the dictator. Okay, so look when others actually started moving, friends. By the way, I just want to show you on how dead everything is. Okay, look at this. This drops 90% and you're still down 50% by the end of next year. Okay, this is like all the other gainers. Okay, but you still need this time to battle it out here. And then this is Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. So if we got gifted by the market, that would be fantastic. It would be actually in line with how the previous cycles have gone. So 2012 was a Bitcoin-focused cycle. You had the double bubble. In 2016 now, it was altcoin-focused. So now altcoins had a double bubble. That was Ethereum's double run, all right? So it ran in the first 6 months of 2017, and then they stopped. And then they ran in like January of 2018 at the very, very end, okay? That's when like Tron did 100x in a month, Cardano did 420x, etc. All right? Now, in our past cycle, it was Bitcoin focused again. Remember, Bitcoin did a double bubble. All right? So first cycle, Bitcoin did a double bubble. Second cycle, altcoins did a double bubble. Third cycle, Bitcoin did a double bubble. So maybe this is our one, where altcoins do a double bubble, okay? And if that happens, it does make a lot of sense to us, right? Because, I mean, think about this. Bitcoin going to 100K is still like, what, 2.3x? Okay, whether you subscribe to Bitcoin stopping at 80K or 120K, think about that, okay? That's a 2x or a 3x. That's literally absolutely nothing, okay? So there is an increased probability, in my mind, we do get this double bubble altcoin season, but it would be a gift. That's why I'm just trying to protect you, friends. So yeah, I know it sucks to hear, oh, maybe by the end of December next year, okay, which means look, we could still be upwards trending along that path. And these are just other trends. There's a lot of opportunity within there, okay? Because the DeFi sector was birthed in 2020. We're not guaranteed of any of that, but that's why I keep telling you things like participate in the Launchpad ICOs, try to do as many things as we can, just throw lottery tickets everywhere, just so we can try and feel out what the market is really looking for. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. Don't forget to tell mum and dad we're still going to make it. Let's go 2024. Catch you soon.